It was a pretty short episode the last time. I started things off by getting myself a memory crystal, and then I had to go through another gauntlet to complete a mask with that mask shard, finished a puzzle, and got myself silk speed anklets. That completed the episode. Now me and Hornet are in the coral chambers, and we're going to be getting a whole lot of rosaries here. I'm planning on buying some maps from Vogue. I don't know how many he has left, but the last time that I checked, he had hella. We're here in the Grand Gate right now. We're going to be checking up on the fleet caravan. Here's their symbol. That's a good sign. Now we're in here. Vogue's sleeping. Every other flea seems to be doing all right, so I'm happy with that. Now we're going to be talking to Bushka. He started telling us that he wanted to move the fleet caravan to a brand new home, and he's asking us to join them. As usual, we're going to be going with him. And he seems happy with everything. Now we're going to be taking off. Here's Hornet with the fleas. It's always a cool trip with these guys. They're happy, you know? And we arrived. We started talking to Bushka again. And after we finish with the conversation, we get ourselves a tool pouch expanded. Welcome to Fleetopia. This is the spot for every single one of these fleas now. Look at the big one. He's just sleeping. He really likes this spot. Now that I'm here, I might as well just refill the flea brew. That costed me 30 rosaries, which isn't a lot since I have over 1,000 rosaries at this point. And Vogue only has 2 maps. Mount Faye and the Citadel. Not too bad at all. And now we're here in the Underworks. There's something that I forgot here, and I've actually been wondering about it the entire time. Like when I visit the 12th Architect, I see something on this side, and I'm assuming it might be good, since it is glowing and all that stuff. There's the effect of the memory crystal back there. And here it is. This thing. Which turns out to be just a shard bundle. But it's worth having though. That's why I'm showing it. Now we're here in the Underworks, and we're going to be talking to the 12th Architect. And we have a quick conversation with her. We only have the sawtooth circlet left, which requires 1 crafts metal, which we do have. And I'm thinking about getting it since we are approaching the end of the game. And she is telling us that she's actually approaching her end, which is pretty sad. But here's the sawtooth circlet, flaring cloak. Cause blaze to appear, just like this. And it's going to be a pretty good tool to have, especially for air enemies. Now we're going to be doing another quest with the Great Taste of Farloom. Just need the Mossberry Stew, Vintage Nectar, and Courier's Rasher. The Crushed Nut and the Pickled Muck Maggot was picked up the last time. Now we're here in Bone Bottom. And we don't have anything on the board. But we do have Flick the Fixer that wanted to talk to us. And after we finished that, we got ourselves a Hornet statue. Which is cool to have. That is definitely a collectible. So I'm going to be keeping that. And we're here in the Bone Bottom. We're going to be collecting our first item, which would be the Mossberry Stew. We just need to talk to the Moss Druid, which we did. After we finished, we got ourselves the stew and the wish. Now we're in Greymore.
We're
We're going to be talking to Crage.
There's a hole.
And he's telling us that he has the stuff in the cellar. We have to pay him 480 rosaries for some odd reason. Now we have to go ahead and get it.
Eso.
He's opening the door for us. We're heading down. This place is dark as hell. There's an eye there for some reason. There's a whole bunch of eyes in the background. Like, what the hell is up with that? Looks kind of crazy to me. But we have to take care of these little insects in here. I did not think we had to kill enemies when we came down here. Good thing I have the sawtooth circlet on me. Kind of helps out a little bit. For the Reaper Crest, it's an additional attack. Alright, we're down here. We're inspecting it. We're going to have to take out a bunch of these ants. Which Crage didn't tell us about. It would have been nice, you know, like, hey, there's hella ants down here that could possibly kill you. You should be careful. All that stuff didn't happen. Guys, bastard. We're gonna have to, you know what? This is what. We're gonna have to take care of the rest of these ants. Just took care of the flying one. Now there's another guy up here. See, I'm telling you, the sawtooth circlet is doing things. It's doing deadly things. Down with another attack. Little claw line. Missing that one though. It's over for that bug. Alright, there's more ants up here. I thought it was over. Should've known. I wouldn't let this thing end so quickly. Gotta go through a whole entire thing. Which is what I'm doing. Heading down here. Trying to see if there's any ants left. Gonna try to smell them. But Hornet doesn't have a nose though. So that's gonna make it hard. I'm trying to see where there's another ant. I don't know where it is. Coming up here. Looking through every single hole and I finally found this thing. Can you take it out? Going into battles. Alright, just hit me a little bit. It's cool. It's not a problem. I'm almost dead though, so it is kind of a problem. Where is it at? I need to carefully attack it a couple of times to get enough silk to heal. That's my strategy. I'm not trying to die again. Okay, well, that halfway didn't really work out. You know, I kind of lost some life. Got like 1 bar of silk. Now I got enough silk to heal. This is round whatever at this point. Hell ants down here. It's an entire colony. This place is infected to the brim with ants. And me and Hornet are just trying to survive. It's a damn thing. And we have a giant ant that came busting through the freaking wall. He's trying to kill us right now. And this tiny little ant was trying to help it out. Had to take it out as quickly as possible since I didn't really want to deal with it anymore. And I just got slapped by that giant ant. I haven't faced this type of enemy for a little bit, so hold on. I'm gonna take it out. It's not that bad since it's by itself. another hit on it. Barely avoid that attack. Did get hit by that one. Kind of surprised me with that jump. Got enough silk to heal again, which was what was needed since I almost died there. Got smacked once again, which is hella annoying. I need to stop getting hit by this guy. Like, for real. Alright, he got done in. Time to see how many ants are left. Got 3 more to deal with, I think. There's possibly more ants coming. Might even be the queen. You know, like, where is the queen ant? Like, you would think there would be one, or we would have faced maybe multiple queen ants. But no, that didn't happen. Still trying to find where this mythical queen ant is. This thing's almost done. Just need to heal a little bit more. Just dive down. That was its mistake. I should have just planned things out a little better. But nah, I got. And this little guy's the last ant left. Didn't really last too long. Now we're going to be heading down and claiming our prize, which is this. We got the vintage nectar. And our wish has been updated. After talking to Crage and telling him how much of a bastard he is, we are here in Bellheart and we're going to be accepting Trails In, which is a brand new quest that appeared on the board. And it seems like we have to find Chakra somewhere in the Citadel, I think. Either way, we just started it. Now we're going to be heading up and checking up on Tip and Pill, which is his little brother. I just finally remembered his name, but we came here for the Courier's Rasher. And we're going to be accepting this thing. I just didn't anticipate that it was going to be a time thing. So we only have so much of this Courier's Rasher, and I immediately took the Beltway station. That was my first mistake. I made a couple more mistakes after that, but then I started doing things like killing every single enemy on the path to where I needed to go. Then I tried this again. And I'm going to be going through the entire run just to show you exactly what you have to do during this whole thing. I'm jumping, I'm avoiding every single thing I can bump into. Except for that, you know. But you can't bump into that. If you do bump into anything, then you're going to be losing a little bit of that bar. And you definitely don't want that to happen. Now we're going to continue running. And we're going to be heading up here. This is right by the Beltway station. This is all the usual areas where one would possibly visit. Now I had that elevator actually lowered already in anticipation of me getting here. So I set all this stuff up. Kind of messed up there though. I didn't mean to fall all the way back down. But it's not a problem. I still have plenty of this bar left. I haven't hit anything yet. Nothing's bumped into me. Things are looking alright. I just bounced off that balloon. Now I'm up here. Going to be climbing up. Now we're in Center's Road. There is one of these roaches that was on that cage, but I took it out too. So that kind of made things a whole lot smoother in terms of getting it there. Now I'm jumping up here. Still have hella bar left. I ain't worried. Not even one bit. You see what's happening? There's nothing here. I disappeared at all. Now I'm going to be jumping up a little bit. pogoing off these spiked wheels when I need to. Using claw line just to make things a little quicker. Don't really worry about your silk on this run. It's like the worst thing you can do. You're gonna be using every single bit of silk that you possibly possess just to get this done. Now we're here. This is going to be the exhaust organ. Jumping up, and we're going to actually be heading towards where we fought the Phantom. So we're going through all this. It's not too bad, but then I ran into that spike. That is the first thing I ran into. It's cool. There it is, exhaust organ. Now we're here in the elevator and we're going up. We just got up here. Jumping across a little bit. And we're almost there. Kind of. We just have to jump up now. As you can see, this is a long trip. It's not going to be short at all. So you want to plan this out properly. I already gave some tips, so you should be good when you're doing it. Now we're jumping down here. And we're just going to run across the Bell Beast, which is just chilling. I've grown an attachment to the Bell Beast. Aw, damn. Ran into another spike again? Okay, that was the biggest problem that I actually... Alright, I need to jump up. And instead of going where this little mouse is, I'm jumping down here and avoiding it. Alright, we're not going down there. We're jumping up here. And then... right here. Now we're going to actually head up. We're in the home stretch at this point. It's not a long run. You just want to make sure you get through it. This part is kind of sketchy. You don't want to run into the door. I'm hitting the switch. Stepping in here, slowing it down. I have time. Now I just need to find a way up. It's somewhere around here. I'm swearing. It's hella dark. I can barely see. Alright, we finally made it in here. And we talked to loyal Mergwin, which is telling her that his master is waiting. After finishing the discussion, he's calling her. Or it. Damn, that thing is crazy looking. Either way, we have granted the wish. And we start talking to Mergwin again. He's telling us that he's going to be getting us this oil, which is here. And we're a proud owner of a pale oil. I don't know how many of these are in the game, but I am heading towards Bellheart. We finally arrived, and we're going to be talking to the Pin Master. He starts working on it, putting his magical touch. You see the attention to detail? Unrivaled. And we got our needle sharpened. Plenty seems pretty happy about it, and it also seems we're going to be doing Trails In next, which is why we're here in Bowwater. Just started tracking. I came down here through the purified ducts, which made it a pretty quick trip. Now we're in an area that I haven't actually explored yet. This is going towards waterfalls. I'm trying to see if there's some sort of secret entrance or something. There's nothing. You hear Chakra and his master, which sits motionless. The reason for that is, unfortunately, Chakra's master has already passed away, and we're going to be doing the ritual right now. So I'm just going to stay quiet for this. Well, that was a good send-off. Trails in has been completed. We have granted the wish. And we also got ourselves a little accomplishment too. And a throwing ring. Gotta see what this thing can do. Blunt force weapon that rebounds between enemies and hard surfaces. So it's kind of like a curved claw, but better. Now we're here in Shellwood. And we're going to be going into Greyroot's home and speaking to Greyroot. He's letting us know about the right of the polyp. And we have promised him the wish. Now we're here. This is going to be the first location where I find these polyps. As you can see, there are signs like those purple flowers that let you know that one is close by. And I'm going to be jumping up. Have to take out a couple of these purple bees, which isn't going to be an issue at all. Just took out one of them. Here's another one. He's trying to take us out, but nah. It's going to get got. Like it did right there. And we got ourselves our first polyp heart. This is the second location where I found a polyp heart. And I'm going to be climbing up. We're going to have to fight these bees again. I'm not sure if every single one of these polyp plants have these bees protecting them, but let's collect it. And we're going to be moving on to the next location, which is right here. And this one is going to be a little higher. I'm going to hop up using these flowers. And then I'm going to be hitting this thing until, well, it just dropped. And there it is. We got another polyp heart. And here's the next location after that, which is going to be far easier. You just have to jump up here and collect the polyp heart. So after that's done, this is the very last polyp heart that I have to collect. This one requires me to double jump. If you don't have this double jump, then I don't know what to tell you. But this is how I'm getting up here. And it's not even all that easy. Got time this thing. Now that I'm up here, I've collected that final polyp heart, which updates the wish, and now we're back with Greyroot. And the wish has been granted. After another quick conversation with his spirit, he heads off, and he gives us this polyp pouch. And the time of birth approaches. It's coming. I'm telling you, people. And this thing applies venom to equip tools. So that's a cool thing to have. And it's actually something that I've been looking for a minute now. You see this thing in action? This is why I want it. Now with the cog fly, it's even better. That thing just took that bug out like it was nothing. Now we're back at Bellheart, and I'm seeing rings, which means Chakra's nearby. I don't see Chakra yet. Alright. Maybe Chakra stepped away or something. I'm not too sure. But it looks like Pablo wants to talk to us. And after a little conversation, he gives us a bell home key, which is what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and check out our new bell home. Gotta use this key. Hornet's gonna step inside. And this place is nice. Let's assemble the material. I didn't know what this thing was for a minute. Look at it. Looks like a science project. And apparently we can fill those things up with all this stuff right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that just yet. Maybe later on. Either way. I'm just going to take a little rest with Hornet, and this is going to be the end of the episode. I know I was going to be heading towards the Whispering Vaults, but then I started remembering that I had all this stuff that I had to do. Now, I think that I'm pretty set for Act 3. I just need to find those last couple of fleas, which isn't going to take a long time at all. And I need to find a way into that place. I don't know how to do it yet. So once I figure that out, I'm going to be coming out with a new video. If you like this one, then please help out the channel by leaving that like, subscribe, and even slapping that notification bell. I want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. Until next time, I hope you all have a good one. Peace out.